Today, Air Force One reached Finland. This final stop in Helsinki follows days of Trump-style diplomacy that left close U.S. friends feeling stung, while a formidable adversary, Vladimir Putin, gets the spotlight tomorrow.
I think the European Union is a foe, what they do to us in trade.
Heaping on that fresh salt, President Trump referred first to allies when asked by CBS News to name his biggest foe.
Now, you wouldn't think of the European Union, but they're a foe. Russia's a foe in certain respects.
He set the bar low heading into his one-on-one.
I'm not going with high expectations.
1 month after the president did carry high expectations into that handshake with North Korea's Kim Jong-un, the Putin face-to-face presents different risks.
Do not try to befriend Vladimir Putin. Diplomacy is not about making friends. Diplomacy is about advancing America's national interest.
On President Trump's agenda, Syria, Iran, Ukraine, and Russia's cyber assault on the 2016 election. But in that interview, the president blamed Democrats instead of the Russians.
I think the DNC should be ashamed of themselves for allowing themselves to be hacked. They had bad defenses, and they were able to be hacked.
More than talk, the president is under pressure to confront Putin for Russia's cyber attack. Finland's presidential palace is under tight security, with media expected from around the world. Helsinki has honed its reputation as neutral territory when U.S. presidents meet their Russian and Soviet counterparts. This time around, the city is also having fun with the global attention. Branding the big event. There's even newly crafted beer that puts diplomacy on the label. One issue that's getting attention tonight: will the president demand that Putin turn over the indicted intelligence officers to face charges for the election hacking? The president was asked Saturday and said he had not thought about it, but would consider raising the subject with Putin. Today, he did take time to use his Twitter feed to congratulate Russia for the job it did hosting the World Cup.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.